Okay, in the last video, I showed you how to apply the rounds and edit in the model tree. Now I'm going to show you a different feature. So we're going to remove some material. So you can still see your planes here. And we have the front plane, we have the right plane, and we have the top plane that we created. So here I'm going to ask you to select the top plane. So left click, select the top plane, and then go to sketch. What we are going to do is we're going to remove the center of this model. Okay, so I'm going to use I'll use the line chain tool. And I'm going to click outside the model, go through the model with a vertical line, horizontal, and then all the way back out the other side. The blue dot appears, which means I'm level with where I started, so I can left click and connect. I can still connect it, so I have to press the mouse wheel to deselect. Okay, so what I've drawn is a rectangle on a plane. I'm going to give this some dimensions now. So I'm going to set I'll make that 70, just round that up. And then this distance here was a random 7.4. So I'm going to make that 7. Okay, and let's make this, now we know that the depth of this model is 30 from front to back. So what I'm going to make, if I make that, let's make that 5. Let's make that 5. So this whole, and then here I'm going to make that 15. It should, yeah. No, I want that 17.5, and that should put it in the middle. Okay, so I can control where the shape is with measurements. Right, if I rotate it, you can see that there is the shape. Now, I'm going to tick OK. I've drawn a shape on this plane. I'm now going to extrude and drag that out, and you can see it has come through the model. Okay, so I knew that it would come through because I drew it past it from the top plane. Now, in the top left-hand corner, if you drop down, I'm just going to show you that you can do different things with these extrudes. Now, this one, the next one, if I click this, watch what happens to the extrude. It extrudes from the plane in both directions, which is very, very useful at times. Whereas the one I had before was going from the plane only in one direction, from the plane up or from the plane down. Okay, now if I want it to go both ways from the plane, I can click that and then just adjust, and I'm going to get it through. Now, that's creating a solid object. Now I want to remove this object, so there will be a gap running between my letter. So this is the button, remove material. So if you see it as a solid and you don't want it, you click on that. And now you will see that I've removed a section all the way through. Okay, so I'm going to say okay, I'm happy with that. And then we have a gap running through the model. Okay, so there was a little example. I'm just going to now choose the same plane again, sketch, and this time I'm going to use the center rectangle, click on that center line, and I'm going to draw out a rectangle that goes across the model. I'm going to use the dimension tool again. I'm going to make that width the same. I'm going to make that 5 millimeters. I think that's what I made it earlier, did I? Then I'm going to, doesn't need to be that wide. We know that it was 30 millimeters front to back. So if I say 35, I know that it will clear it as long as this one is, okay, so I had to reduce that number to make that sketch come across and clear the model. Okay, so it's cleared it, it's out here, and it's out here. Okay. If I really wanted that to be, I would make that 2.5, and that should mean it's even 2.5 each side, because the total height is 35, and from front to back is 30, if that makes any sense. Okay, so there we have my sketch. I'm going to press OK, and then I'm going to do the same as before. I'm going to press Extrude, and you will see the solid object appearing through the model. Remember, if I click on this, it will remove material. Okay, so you can have a lot of fun experimenting with this tool. But if I'm going to put it back in. If I go and do the extrude both sides of a sketch plane, click on that, very useful, and then go through the model that way, and then remove. We are now breaking up that 3D shape and form. Okay. I'm going to tick OK. And that is the end of my tutorial.